Hello, and welcome to the Dice Pit. It's been a while. Again. We keep on having delays. But this evening, we're back into Talon One. And we'll be picking up where we left off, which, if you remember, we have just gotten done with the briefing, where you have now been revealed to be Talon One, part of Operation Phoenix Talon, and you have been given at least some of the information on your first mission to Kashyyyk. One little bit of mess up that I did. The name of the trees, the big tree that you're going to, is a Wroshyr. I said that completely wrong last time. So Wroshyr, so it's Wroshyr-Steel, and that's the mining operation is in a calcified, dead version of one of these like massive trees that the Wookiee culture actually venerates because of how big they are, how much space people live in them. So they're considered, like I said, they've been called mother trees or grandmother trees in Wookiee culture. So you're heading to this mining town known as Ouro-Vora Mining Outpost, which is held by Canopy-Core Holdings. I think I had some of y'all roll to see if y'all actually knew that name, and some of y'all actually were familiar with it. Not very familiar, but somewhat familiar. But really, this is just your inn. There's something else going on down in the Shadowlands, down where things really shouldn't be happening down there, but something's going on, and you were being sent in to investigate, to figure out what's going on. And there are some of you who got a little more information as to what might be happening, but we'll cover that later. So you've been sent out, and when you get to your rooms, and I'd say all of you find this, there's a little dossier with a little more information. You also find in that room there has been placed a mining jumper suit that has been sized for you. Somehow this guy already had your sizing, basically. It was the ability to get your what do they call that in clothing? Get your measurements. And so there's a mining uniform. It's very spacious. When you open the dossier, it's another data pad. It opens up and basically says and you notice that on the inside there's been put a bunch of pockets. And it basically says if there's any weapons or specialized tech or anything that you need, you'll be able to store them within the suit. Now, you're going to have to try to conceal them from the standpoint of, if it's a heavy enough thing, it might sway or move, but you at least have the ability to cover it up with the suit. You also notice there's a lanyard that you get that actually says on it in basic Celestin, if you may not know that Celestin, but one of the languages, and what you can assume is the Wookiee language. But in basic, it says Workers Pass, and all of you have one of those as well. You also notice that your data pads, and each one of you, it does say keep this data pad with you. Your official documentation for becoming a new worker for Canopy-Core Holdings is on that data pad, and it will be inspected. There's a little caveat down at the bottom that says, we've done our best. Hopefully this passes muster. But, you know, you're Talon One. You're put together for a reason. If it doesn't pass muster, we're trusting you to figure out what to do about that. And as you look further in this, it tells you you'll be meeting up with your contact by the name of Dul Jid, which is spelled Dull Jid. Dul Jid. A Sullustan mining foreman. And what you gather from this, if you didn't know it already, what this mining operation is a Wookiee family found this calcified tree, and a Sullustan businessman heard about it and basically sold all of his ventures and went into business with this particular Wookiee family. And the business is a full-on half-and-half Sullustan Wookiee operation. It's two different families. So the primary workforce are both Sullustans, which are known to be miners and live underground. So they feel very comfortable because they're boring into this tree and living inside of this tree. So they feel very comfortable there. And then you have the Wookiees, who feel very comfortable in the boughs, and so on. So Dul-Jid is your classic Sullustan. And this operation has been going on for a while, and it's a legit. It's got a nice reputation. So your contact is Dul-Jid. You're supposed to meet up with him at the. Let me find the name of it. Where's that at? Oh yes, at the Spore-Walk Cantina. It's a cantina that basically is. It's between what, and you're getting information from this dossier. It's between what's called the Marrow Wards, which is basically where the workers live, and basically the mining operation underneath. It's a cantina that kind of bridges the two levels of society that you're going to be running into. And you're to meet up with him at the cantina. He's going to be taking you from there and getting you to a entry point that will take you even further down into the Shadowlands. And from there, he's not expected to do anything else after that. He's going to... And basically, where you're going is somewhere that would normally be restricted because people don't go to the Shadowlands. It's normally a very dangerous situation. This is a company, after all. They're not going to just let people go to dangerous places just because. So all of this is to get you through down to this basically elevator down into the Shadowlands, so you can go from there and find out about this thing. Now, what you have heard, it continues and says that there is word of weird abominations coming up from the Shadowlands into the corporation, and people have died and been maimed by these strange humanoid creatures that seem to have strange abilities. And so this doesn't just affect, there's not just stuff out in the woods. You're finding out now through this dossier, no, something's coming up and actually messing with the workers in this place. And so why Dul-Jid is actually your contact is he's been trying to get someone to investigate this, and instead of an investigation, there's been a bit of a cover-up, and he finally reached out to your boss, and it started putting some puzzle pieces together. So that's why he is your contact, because he reached out. So, and that's pretty much the information that you have. Not entirely sure what these creatures are. You just know that something attacked that was described as being powerful and off-putting. So anyway, with that,
did you say that Dul-Jid is the one who's going to be taking us down?
Yes, he's
okay.
One of the foremans, so he has authority to basically take you further into the mining part of it to the elevator. Is basically the idea.
And is the entire team going down together?
Yes. Yes. Because there's one team member that's not really a team member yet because he hasn't joined yet. So, yes. Technically.
Okay. When you said he was a Sullustan, is that his
that's his race.
What is that? His race? Okay.
Sullustan, if you'll remember, in the Return of the Jedi, I think, yes, Return of the Jedi. Lando Calrissian is flying the Millennium Falcon. So you don't have Han and Chewie flying the Falcon. You have Lando and another co-pilot. That other co-pilot was a Sullustan.
Okay.
The one with the really big dark eyes and kind of the weird folds around the mouth.
Mm-hmm.
The one that didn't speak basic. The one that was just like...
Yeah. Okay.
So, anyway. Don't worry,
Is he
these
gonna be
Sullustans
doing
actually
that?
speak... But no,
Oh,
these ones
okay.
speak basic. That guy just was uneducated.
Good for us.
In fact, these guys are very multilingual. They actually can understand the Wookiee language, which Wookiees, I think is what its name. Can't remember.
Yep.
All right, so you gather that up, and it's the last portion is that you're to go from there and meet up with your to have an introduction with your pilot. Oh, I'm sorry, folks. I'm looking at stuff and it's got rid of our view. Oh, where's that at? There we go. Unfortunately, every time I change documents, it completely takes away Discord. So it's just going to be a nice big blank spot. Okay, let me look.
Okay.
Where are you?
And I think Shiri-Wook is what the Wookiee language is.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm sorry, folks. Star Wars has a lot of little tidbits, and I'm actually creating more. So, please forgive me for not knowing everything.
The lore is extensive and very heavy.
Yes. A lot of it. But anyway. Alright, so you head out. Heading back to the docking bay. And as we've already established, Gam Gam, you know the ship. You've been on the ship.
Yeah.
You know these guys. So...
Lisa, no.
Yeah, used to know. So, as you approach, all of y'all together, I would say the interesting thing about this particular YT series, it doesn't have just one entry point. It's got two. So I'm going to say that the one on the far right of the ship is actually what's been lowered. And as you start approaching, you see first boots, and then kind of overly tight pants, and then a vest, and this very elongated individual. And then you realize it's a Duras, which Duras tend to have that elongated feel to them. But for a Duras, you notice this guy's got more swagger than any Duras that you've ever seen before. He is swaggering his way down the gangplank, or the entry point. And as you approach, I didn't say that y'all had like any kind of liaison. Again, Gam Gam knows them. So as they come down, you see this this Duras. Now, did I say anything about his name or anything like that already, or just you're gonna go meet him? Okay. Well, Gam Gam,
I think previously you did mention his name, but I don't remember what it is now.
Gam Gam, you know this individual to be Zan Vito, and
this guy.
Yeah, and you do understand that he is one of the cockiest, most self-assured, thinks he's a ladies' man. Just this guy thinks very highly of himself. And
can you spell that for us?
Z-A-N-N.
C?
No, Z in zebra.
Z.
Zan.
Zam.
Zan.
N as in Nancy.
N as in Nancy. Z.
Zan Vito.
Yeah. And then Vito is V-E-E-T-O.
Okay.
And
explain what he does again.
He is the pilot of the Phoenix Nova.
Okay, of our ship.
That's his ship. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Technically, it's his ship. But yeah, he comes swaggering down, and you hear him yelling back, come on, really? No, don't. And he turns around and he goes, "Oh, nice to meet you. Oh, Gam Gam.
Hey,
I haven't seen you in a long time. It's good to see you, man. How's things been doing?"
You. It's been good for me. I've just been strolling along. I'm here new on this new team, but it's good to see you again.
Yeah, no, we got this kind of new thing going. It's pretty nice, pretty sweet gig, I think. So, secrets upon secrets.
He's very excited for these new secrets.
So, I heard about Mon Calamari. Good work there. That was some good
Thank you.
stuff. I hear there's someone else in your midst that was part of that.
Yes, he's right here. Introduce yourself.
Hello.
Friend?
Hello, good sir. Oh. Hello, good sir. I am Ren. Yam Yam was my...
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I get excited.
My bad. Yam Yam was my associate in that operation. Pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
Well, I just have to say that was some beautiful work. I mean, accolades do what accolades are due. So anyway, well, welcome to your home, away from home, apparently. For me, this is my home, so please treat her nicely. This is the Phoenix Nova, if you didn't know already.
It's a very nice ship. Very nice.
It's the best ship. It really is. So, if you'd like, I can show you around. So how about you come on in? And he just turns around and walks and expects you to join him.
I follow.
So, and as you go in, you hear him going, Patches, where you at, Patches? Buddy, we got guests. Man, where's that droid gone? And as you follow him,
You used to lose someone?
well, you know how much of a
He's
headache.
always running around.
Yeah. If it's not physically, he's doing it in his own head. But anyway, before we do the grand tour, come with. I gotta find this droid. So you follow him, and you walk past. And for those who don't know the ship, you're kind of seeing that there's actually kind of a wide area, almost U-shaped. That's pretty much the connecting tissue of all the different parts and pieces of the ship. You see that there is a central room that is very prominent. And he kind of, as you walk by, he very nonchalantly waves like, "That's the meeting room," as you keep walking. And so it's like, you'll probably be spending a lot of time in there. So we'll get familiar with that here soon. And as he keeps walking, he kind of goes past that. And then as you turn the corner, you see this area that is both organization and chaos all at the same time. Not really sure how, but it is. You see shelf after shelf with little drawers filled with mechanical parts. You see a data station off to the right, and in front of you is what some of you would know if you know your droids, an LE repair droid, but this one's a little different than you've ever seen. It's got the torso of one, it's even got the head of one, but the lower portion has been fused with a Droideka, or destroyer droid's, 3 legs. You notice that one of the hands is missing, and in its place are 2 spools filled with tools that obviously, again, if you know anything about droids, these have been yoinked from an R2 unit or 2. And spliced right smack in the middle of this thing's face is an R2 unit's eye, basically. So what you see is a droid that looks, outside of Star Wars, that very Frankenstein's monster slapped together. And what you see is the chaos part is all these things have their place and so on, but on the counter itself you have all these, you have an oil bath filled with a bunch of parts. You've got another place where there's a soldering iron, but with parts just scattered about in different states of repair, I suppose. And then you see cords that are actually plugged into the droid. The droid seems powered down, and the cords go over to the data station. And you hear Zan go, buddy, this is like the 4th data purge you've done today. What are you doing? And he comes over and like smacks the door like, we've got guests. And at that, you hear the door as he powers up. And oh my, Zan, I think I found another glitch in my code. I had to scrub it out, and my rotors. And he picks up one of those. My rotors are starting to squeak. I think it's falling apart on me. And goes, he destroyed. You're fine, Patches. You're fine. Okay? Anyway, say hello to the nice folks. Also, Gam Gam's here. And he goes, oh, Mr. Ripper. Very good to see you again. So,
See you too.
please, last time you brought a little moisture into the ship. I would like it if you could, that causes rust and so on. Yes, please. And
I
yes.
made sure to wipe me some boots this time.
Oh, okay.
No water.
And the rest of you, hello. Please tell me, where have you been before here? Please, nowhere dirty, I hope. Nowhere,
You guys wiped your shoes, right?
and you hear Zan go, forget about it. It's not a big deal, Patches. Not a big deal. Dust starts to collect in the corners. When it collects in the corners, it gets into the different parts and pieces of the ship. And I know when the ship is sick. And when it's sick, I'm sick. And when things are wrong, I'm wrong. And everything must be fixed all the time. Zan, please make sure that they clean their shoes before they come in, please. And he goes, sure, buddy, sure. And he starts walking off. And as he walks off, he's like, you're gonna have to learn how to get used to him. He's one of the best repair droids this side of the Outer Rim. But, as you can see, he's a little quirky. But it's actually
He's got a special personality.
He is very special. That's a good word for it. Special. Yes. But, those quirks have kept this ship afloat. So, I kind of let him...
He is a droid, right?
Yes, he is a droid. Wrong.
Well,
I went back to
the
him.
way he acts, he seems more like a cyborg.
Well, droids have a way of getting kind of interesting when you don't wipe their memory. So, from what I understand, they tried to actually wipe his memory, and this kind of behavior started to become recurrent anyway. So, I noticed... Whoa, where'd that come from?
Right.
Anyway, I put up with it, but like I said, it's actually he's better than any other repair droid I've ever had, and actually he's a really good co-pilot. So, anyway.
And you see Draylen checking the bottom of his boots to make sure he didn't step in anything.
So sweet.
I'm gonna say, Zan kind of looks at it and goes, "Oh, he would appreciate that. Thank you." All right, how about we go back to the conference room? Give you a look around there, because that's where you're gonna be doing most of your work while you're here. Most of your work's not gonna be actually in here, obviously, but after that, I'll show you your quarters. Maybe do you guys want to see the storage containers? I can show you that. Anyway, let's go to the conference room, and he takes you there, and you notice again this conference room is kind of centralized in the ship, so it has doors going in 3 different directions. So one kind of toward the 2 exit points, 2 on either side. So you could actually walk, if you're willing to go around the conference table, you could walk through one door, go around the conference table, and basically cross the ship. So you go in there. And you actually notice it's almost luxury level, like really nice, stylized conference table. Right smack in the middle of it is a holo projector. Nice, really nice chairs. A place to serve brewed stimulants. I don't think they have coffee in Star Wars. But basically a place for refreshments. But yeah, a business conference. And you hear Zhang is like, this ship, was originally built for cargo, but it was also to be kind of like a head of a fleet of cargo ships, to where people did trades and so on the ship itself. So that's why this is here. It's a nice boon. It's been nice to have. I don't know why I keep going this way. New York. I'm from New York. But anyway, obviously the holo projector will be how you'll keep in contact with the boss. Alright, so your accommodations. So he takes you, we're going to kind of jump forward, he kind of shows you that all of them are pretty much the same. He takes you to the floor too, and is like, oh, we also have a lounge over here. And he shows you that there's actually a little lounge area with the ability to look out with some tables. And then he takes you and is like, we have Patches, little ship. It's his specifically. If you thought treating this was something that you need to be careful with, you definitely want to treat his shuttle with a lot of care, but because that's his baby. But yeah, that's how you guys will be going back and forth. I'll normally stay in orbit unless there's need for me to land. I know on this mission there's actually a landing pad big enough for the Phoenix, so we'll probably land completely. We're not gonna use the shuttle, but the shuttle's nice to have. And then he's like, let me take you up to the cockpit. And you notice this like stairwell going up, and he takes you up in the cockpit, and the cockpit's really nice in that it actually overlooks the rest of the ship. And once you get up there, and Gam, again, you already know this, but when you get up there, you notice that from the front view, the ship is kind of at a green coloration with red and orange highlights. You get up in this position, and when you look down at the ship, there's actually a stylized Phoenix painted on the ship. And it's only from this perspective that you could actually see it. With the head basically toward the front of the ship and the wings pointing that direction. Also, little side note, the symbol for your group, which I didn't get to before, is also the Phoenix symbol, obviously, that looks very much like your classic Rebel symbol, except where that portion is that's just kind of stylized, there's actually a eagle's head in profile, and the wings actually have feathering to it, so it looks like wings, and then there's two talons at the bottom of it, and it's basically kind of a metallic silver, dark metallic silver on a black background is the kind of the symbol of your group. So it is generally based around that same symbol, but it's less stylized and more actual bird. So
are we going to have a graphic to actually look at?
I don't know.
At some point.
Oh.
I noticed there was a bit of focus downward when I started talking.
Hey, quiet now. Spoilers.
But anyway, but yeah, we'll probably.
I forgot
work on
to
that
do
at some
this, but I want to go ahead and cast my daily spell.
Oh yeah, the dice.
Yeah, my emotion, sense emotion thing, and all right, so I'm, casting it, and
the one where you get to replace dice rolls.
Someone else? No, this was just to sense emotions.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess
yes.
Everybody, if you want to resist it, you can. If you don't, you can just tell them how you're feeling.
I'm happy to see this ship again.
Happy to see the ship.
I'm mostly interested in the NPC.
Oh, Zan? Zan is actually pretty psyched to have a group. You get the sense that he's kind of a people person. He's someone who likes hanging out with folks. So the idea that he's got a group to work with, and then he gets to feel like he's part of a team, is something that you get the sense that he's excited for what there is to come. So.
Okay.
And being the getaway driver is a role that he definitely kind of, he's like, yeah, no, I like this. I like that. This feels good. So.
Okay.
But.
We're good.
Yeah. So that's pretty much the ship. If there's anything special you want to do, we can do that. If not, we can just say that you guys get settled in and we get ready to go. So.
Yeah.
I think
Are
so.
our quarters like bunk beds? I forgot.
Yeah, they're kind of small bunks. You're not
Yeah.
you're not together in a room, but they're real compact. So kind of bare necessity type. So
We each have a room.
yes, it's a big ship for a YT series. So it is one of, like I've said before, I think I said this last episode. For those who have seen YT series ships, this is the biggest YT series ships you have ever seen. So it is.
Now remind me what a YT series ship is. Is that what Han Solo flew?
Yeah, Millennium
Okay.
Falcon style. Of course, there's a lot of different configurations in the YT series setup of ships. This one is one of my own kind of creation, and its main characteristic is the cockpit isn't off to the sides or in the center. Its cockpit is up over the ship. So,
Wait a minute. What do you mean by that? Up over the ship?
there's actually like kind of you have the main portion of the ship, which is basically a disc. There would normally be that little cutout spot that most YTs have, but that's where the shuttle is actually housed.
Do you see this little thing?
Yeah,
No.
it's not really coming in. It's very
Dang,
pixely.
that's
just-
unfortunate.
It's just pixelated.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a picture of it somewhere around here. I just don't have it pulled out right now.
Yeah.
But basically, that's why I said that you got on a stairwell, basically going up into the cockpit. That it's got a neck basically that comes up off of the disc with a
Like a stem,
cockpit. Yeah.
kind of a tower or stem with the cockpit
Almost
on the top.
take the dish portion of the Enterprise and invert it. So,
Dish portion and inverted.
so
Okay.
It's like circle, and then there's like a cutout in the circle, like cutout. And then on top of the circle, there's like a tiny little viewing platform
pretty much the cockpit. Yeah.
stacked on top.
So you know how there was basically a little neck and a cockpit for the off to the side on the Millennium Falcon? Kind of take that and put it on top. So,
Oh, okay.
although on this ship it's more angular, it's less rounded. The neck is less rounded. It's a more angular build. But anyway, eventually, we'll show another picture of it at some point. Anyway, are we saying? Is there anything interesting that we're wanting to do before we take off? Anything that you want? Anything that you feel needs to be unfinished business, as it were, on this ship before leaving?
Something silly, but we could move on.
I mean, silly's okay.
Where's Patches?
Oh, Patches is starting to unplug from the computer to get ready to get ready to go.
I
He's
still have commissioned Patches to make me some fidgets.
a fidget. He goes, "Oh, well, I mean, all these parts are so valuable to me." And he looks down. He looks down at a little like garbage pail, and he kind of goes, "Yeah, maybe. But, give me some time. But I'm not. It's gonna take a little bit. We're getting ready to go, so I'm needed in the cockpit."
Thank you so much. This is what I've really wanted. I've always wanted a fidget from you. You seem like you'd be good at making
Oh,
gadgets.
well,
Really need some new ones.
I'm flattered. Thank you. I'll even put an extra coating of rust resistance for you specifically.
Oh, thank you so much.
So,
That's it.
all right, cool. You're gonna have to remind me to come back around to that.
Yes.
So, all right. Anything else? Are we off?
I don't have anything.
All right. I think we're off. All right. So, where do you guys want to be as we're getting ready for takeoff? Tell me, like, your bunk, the conference room, the lounge, and y'all don't all have to be in the same place. In fact, if all of y'all were in the cockpit, it'd be a little crowded.
Draylon is going to be in his room meditating.
Okay. For you, you kind of feel you feel the hum, the vibration as the engines start up, that feeling as it's getting ready to rise off the ground on its what do they call those? I'm going blank. The lifts, the anti-grav lifts that they have in Star Wars. Grav something. Anyway, that weightlessness that ships get, and that very first feel, I would say that those are used to space travel, that they can kind of they sort of like when an elevator first starts off, you get that weird little sink in your stomach just a little bit when it's just starting to lift off the ground. So, for you, it's all kind of little bits of sensory data coming through as the ship's getting ready to take off. Oh, did we gain someone or lose someone?
Oh, I just turned something off.
Oh, okay. All right. Who else?
Are you showing like a map of the ship?
Oh, no, I wasn't going to do that.
Okay.
It's not
Okay.
really key right now. We can do that at some point, but do you
Yeah,
want me
okay.
to? Because I can. It's just you're going to have to wait a little while. I have to go find it.
It's
Actually,
okay. I just wanted to. We all have rooms, right? I mean, I'm just presuming.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember the schematic that you showed me
Never mind, it's right
months
here.
ago. Okay.
Nice.
Just give it some time. It's got to...
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
All these
Yep.
little things are rooms.
Mm.
small little rooms.
What's that big area on the top of your drawing?
Big area?
Is that a bay? At the very top,
Oh,
there's like an
you're talking
area,
about
and it's
this
got
right
like
here?
three.
That's
the
a
other
bay.
side, on the top
top?
of where your fingers are,
This right here?
right where your finger. Yeah, what is
That's-
that area?
That's the engine room.
Okay.
These are storage rooms because it's a hauler. That's the conference room. That's the exit points. Those are actually to turrets. The lounge. Where did I put the lounge? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah, no. There isn't a lounge. I am sorry. We used to have a lounge. We now have a shuttle. Sorry, never mind. The shuttle has
So
taken the
is
place
there-
of the lounge.
Is there an information
The
desk?
lounge can be in any open space.
Yeah, but it was
I'm
right
looking
there.
for a window. I'm looking for a window or a spot to see the land as we get closer or further down into the canopy. That's what I'm looking for.
Now that we don't have the lounge, because that would have been what you would have had. I'm gonna say we're gonna change it to where they're not as big, but in this little spot right there, there's kind of a sitting room that about 3
Okay.
people can get into.
Okay, I'm headed. Mimo's headed there.
Okay, one of those.
Well, my assumption is that our rooms have windows where we
No.
can see out.
Not on this
No,
ship.
they
Nope.
do not.
Nope,
Oh,
they
okay.
are they are concealed. So, but yeah, we're gonna say that there's some sitting rooms there.
Is Zan Vito at the top?
Yeah, Zanvito would be up in the cockpit. You can see from there too, but that's the thing. The ship would be in the way. But anyway, so you're gonna go to one of the. Okay, so you actually see, you feel that same hum and you actually see the ship like kind of do that lurch as it kind of lifts up off the ground. You watch as it starts to move outward toward the force field that keeps the void of space from just pulling everything out of the ship, of the bigger ship. And you watch as you enter the star field and start banking, and then it kind of, from your perspective, the ship kind of drifts for a little while, and we'll come back to that when anyone else.
I think Gam Gam would try to hang out with Zan.
All right, so you're up in the cockpit. So yeah, you
Yep.
actually watch him. He's hey, all right, come on in. And there's 2 chairs. You notice where the co-pilot normally would have a chair. There's no chair. It's just this little spot with like almost a bowl like structure and 3 places, and you watch as kind of spider-like Patches comes over, and his 3 legs basically port into the 3 spots. Something clamps down, and then the circular part, the ball part of his feet basically go into that little bowl and rest. And you hear and you realize that everyone else could be kind of thrown around this cockpit, but if that was happening and they were like doing some major stuff, Patches is going to be solidly in place the whole time.
Nice.
But there are 2 guest chairs. Zan offers you one, and he's
Yeah, Gam Gam takes a seat, starts asking questions about time since I've seen them and the stuff they've been doing.
Mostly what they normally hire me for, which is transporting folks like yourselves. Of course, now this is a more permanent gig. And my speciality, the whole reason they came and got me, which is to get certain things into certain places that other people don't need to know about. Those certain things going to certain places,
Things that you are the best at. You are the best at.
I would have to agree. You know talent when you see it. Of course, that's that's like I said. I know talent too. You did an awesome job with that Mon Calamari job. Awesome. So, but yeah, and who knows? Maybe with some of this, we'll be carrying some things that people don't need to know about. Let's just say.
Yeah,
So,
some more secrets. Ooh, very fun. Very
and
fun.
having known him, I would say that you would have actually read his profile before, not even this would have been a while back because of working with him. And you know that before he was part of NRI, he was a criminal, and he's in a very similar boat to some of your other team members, which is he got himself a little too deep, and he was a smuggler, and got a little bit into the thief business, and stole something a little too hot, got himself in trouble, lost his ship, and the NRI basically showed up and said, hey, look, you can do what you're good at, but do it for us, and you can get your ship back and all of that. And he basically said, where can I sign up? And he's been working for the NRI ever since. But yes, his specialty is flying that ship and smuggling stuff and gambling. But he'd like to think another specialty is the ladies. Not so much. Although his charisma is actually he's got a lot of charisma. But out of all of those, really, the smuggling and the ship flying are his specialty. So, and this is
We are in very good hands.
Yeah, this is a big ship, but because you've flown with him, you've seen this guy do some amazing, like, dexterous flight with a very big, what most people would consider clunky ship. He's pulled off some interesting maneuvers with this thing. So, he knows his ship. So, anyway, you watch, and his hands, he's talking, because he talks a lot, but his hands don't stop moving. He's flipping switches. He's doing stuff. And, of course, you see Patches working a console, and you may not know a lot of course, you've got piloting as a skill.
The whole time this is going on, I'm watching this, keeping note, because every time I see them fly, I keep note.
Yeah. Okay, so you would recognize what Patches is going over is what is known as I'm blanking again. There's a whole term for it. I used to know it. That basically their way of mapping the stars so you don't fly your ship through a star while going through hyperspace. Basically, he's calculating a hyper.
Like a star chart or
yeah,
star
basically. But there's a whole term in Star Wars of what it's called, the actual system of like. Astromechs are basically experts at that. That's why you keep astromechs on ships typically, is they can calculate a lot. And again, you got Patches who has a piece of astromech like fused to his head. So you can tell he's someone who is not satisfied with his base form. So he's over there looking at his system, and it's going by quick. In typical droid fashion, he is calculating very quickly, and he's the one calculating the hyperspace
lanes
that you're going to be taking. And for Mimo, that's why you're drifting kind of right now. They're calculating their trajectory before going, and the longer you can, the more cautious you can be about that, the safer you'll be. And it's when you rush that then we start on a mechanical level. That's when we start rolling dice to see whether or not you end up in a dangerous situation and shunt it out.
The process of plotting a course into hyperspace is called astrogation.
Thank you. Yes, it is. That's why he's an astromech.
It requires it requires a navicomputer or an astromech droid.
Right. And this ship has a navicomputer and someone who spliced some astromech droids stuff into themselves. So should be pretty good.
So has Patches done all of this stuff to himself? Like changed all the parts and stuff? Or did somebody do that to him?
Metagaming wise, your character wouldn't know that, but I will say, his whole thing is he did that to himself. So.
Yeah, that was above table. That wasn't my character asking me.
Yeah. So, but you're gonna have to play your character like not knowing.
Mysteriously, though, your character now knows.
But
that's the problem with asking above table for anything.
Yeah, it's like you gotta say you don't know. Anyway, so they're talking. You're talking, catching up. Again, all the pilot type stuff. He's doing all that while he's talking, and it's seamless for him. He is a part of the ship, and the ship is a part of him. So, yeah. I almost said something weird. Sorry.
I shouldn't have vowed that even.
Anyway, but all right. Anyone else? What are they doing?
I would say that probably Ren would be in his room reviewing military files.
Okay. Same thing for you. You're very familiar with the feeling, that first initial feeling of a ship taking off. And you get that little sink, but, you're focused in what you're doing. It doesn't really affect you. So.
How much room is in the cockpit?
There's one more guest seat. Now you're a big guy, you're gonna kind of take up the rest of the room. But yeah.
Okay, so Gorwin is probably just staring at a wall, daydreaming.
Okay.
About his time in prison.
Yeah, that's about to change. So.
Yeah.
But
new times.
Is there like a big smile on his face as he's thinking about it?
Yeah, a little grin.
A little grin.
He's grinning at the wall.
At the wall. Yeah, that's a barbarian for you. So.
Yeah.
Our berserker in this case.
Barbarian, berserker, yeah.
Same.
Potato. Same, but different.
How about you, again, I'm gonna have to...
DW?
No, DW already told us. Gandalf, but real quick. It's in here.
Kuros.
Kuros, that's right.
His name is Kuros.
Kuros.
Man, you have a hard time with that name.
I don't know why that one just is not encoding in my neurons. It just isn't. So, Kuros, how about you? What are you doing?
I have been kind of on a part of this all. I have been cooking, putting kids to bed, and doing a lot of things. So I have not been very versed in the
That sounds
happenings
above
of
table.
this evening. This is above table stuff.
Yeah.
Wow, Kuros has been busy.
Kuros has been cooking.
Yes. I've also been doing laundry as well, trying to get that done.
All right.
So.
Well, I actually was kind of trying to pull this scene longer so that you could actually have opportunity to interact before we got into the meat and potatoes. So you're on the ship. The ship's taking off. The cockpit has one guest chair if you want to go and hang out there. There is two sitting rooms. One has Mimo in it. One does not. You could be in your room. You could be in the conference room if you wanted to. I don't know why you would. But I was just asking, where are you on the ship as it's getting ready to take off?
I head to my quarters and wait there and meditate.
Okay. We got 2 meditators. So, same goes for you. You feel that interesting feeling of when the anti-grav systems come on for the ship. How I explained it was like that feeling that you get right when an elevator starts to move. You feel the hum of the engine as it's starting to gear up. I don't know what else to say for the two people who are meditating. You feel, as you're meditating, you feel the life force of the people coming and going in this bigger ship. You feel almost there's purpose. There is a sharpness of focus to this group, but there's also a frenetic movement. Nothing's still. Everything's moving. Everything's constantly being traded off, and there's almost a assembly line of sentient beings here. And so on one side it's efficient, it's sharp, it's focused, but there's a little bit of a chaotic feel to it. And as the ship you're on takes off and goes out into space, you feel that connection dim, and you feel the connection to the raw nature of the stars start to kind of take its place, and less frenetic, but less focused, more just the flow of the Force. As you leave, you still feel the individuals around you. There seems to be this sense of purpose and direction, but this group, you can definitely feel there's connections forming. It hasn't formed yet, but this is something that will come with time. So, and at that, you all feel a small bit of a lurch that you've come to recognize as entering warp speed, or the warp drive, or the hyperdrive. Sorry, warp is Star Trek. The hyperdrive. As you enter hyperspace, and that there's just a slight hiccup in transition as you enter hyperspace. And we're going for brevity. The travel takes a little bit of time as you travel. Normally these things take a better part of a day. Again, if there's anything specific that you would like to do, you can. If not, we'll just kind of jump forward. So,
are we going into a new day?
Not quite. Like I said, it's taking the majority of the day. Not that. Of course, y'all are out in space. Time's kind of wibbly wobbly right now, anyway. So
timey-wimey, wibbly
stuff.
wobbly.
So, really, y'all are gonna have to adapt to whatever light cycle is going to be on Kashyyyk when you get there. So, the part of the planet that you're going to be landing on. But hour-wise, it takes about 14 hours worth of travel to get there. So it takes a bit. Space travel, even at the speed of beyond the speed of light, is still, it takes a bit. So
The movies never really did a very good job expressing how long hyperspace took.
yeah, I always imagine the people that are actually like in a cockpit of a fighter going through hyperspace is like, oh my goodness, that would be so uncomfortable. Basically being stuck in a little cubicle office chair and not being able to move around is like, oh my goodness. And the way I think about it is that only a Jedi or a Sith could handle that, because I could think of them just like going into a meditative state and just being like, I'm just gonna meditate. But yeah, apparently like X-Wings had hyperdrives, and I'm like, those TIE fighter folks who don't have hyperdrives in a fighter might have the right idea, because I'm sorry, that would be so uncomfortable. So anyway.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I'll get off my little Star Wars soapbox. But okay, so if y'all just kind of mill about, relax. Again, this is kind of, I will say, as we move forward through the game, this will definitely be kind of one of those times where you can definitely use these moments as player-to-player interaction times, since it's basically a large downtime.
What is on the ship?
Huh?
What is there to do on the ship? Like,
Not.
Are there any games?
I'll say in the conference room, since there is a holo projector, the holo projector has a few games that you can actually project and play. Probably some, at the most, a 4-player game, but the majority of them are like probably 2-player style games.
anybody know Pazak?
Yeah, there you go.
Been a
What is
while.
that?
This damn game invites people to play Pazak.
Hey, there you go. Oh, and you hear, as you're like mulling that over and leaving, you hear Zan go, "Ah, man! Come
Sorry, buddy, you
on!"
driving the ship. Next time.
So, it's basically, if I'm not mistaken, Pazak is basically Star Wars poker, right?
Oh.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of poker
Yeah.
in Star Wars.
Star Wars is, yeah. Oh, dude, you
No, I think
said
it's blackjack.
Oh, it's more like their blackjack. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's more like blackjack.
Okay.
You can buy a Pazak card deck online.
Wow, IRL?
All right.
Yes, in real life, you
Yeah.
can certainly do that.
But
Aren't the cards like hexagonal or octagonal shape?
They are like regular playing cards.
Oh, okay. What am I
They're,
thinking of?
I think Star Wars did have something like that, but they didn't really specify what it was.
Yeah,
They give you the idea
it
that there's a
was-
lot of gambling games in Star Wars that are card based. It's the Wild West
Yeah,
feel.
I think the game that you're thinking of was the card game that was played in Solo.
Yeah, I think that would be Sabak, not Pazak.
Sabak, that's right. That's the one that's like poker.
Yeah, Sabak is the poker, and Pazak is the blackjack. Kind
Okay.
of.
I would search this up on my phone, but my phone doesn't have internet for some reason. It's just
Oh.
completely broken. My iPad works though,
Mm.
so
Yeah, Sabak. That's the one I was thinking about too.
But yeah, Zan's all about gambling card games. That's one of his big things. And yeah, I mean, hyperspace, he could. I mean, the thing is, hyperspace, he could actually walk away.
Don't get the pilot. No.
Okay, so
Is the
I
pilot
leave it to you. I leave it to you.
He
He
put it
kinda
on
looks at you
opposite
like-
ends.
But at the same time, he
Okay,
is card.
Ryan,
He.
come on.
Oh, okay. Well, he's going because like how, he's like, I don't want to make a bad impression right off the bat.
Patches has got it.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, I get a bit competitive, as you know. and I
Oh.
will take anyone for a ride if they're not careful.
If anything, that will make a good impression. Huh?
All right.
Team
Okay,
bonding!
if you say so. All right, yeah, let's do this. So, anyway. All right. Yeah, so he joins you. Anyone else who's interested in playing a game?
I'll
Gorwin
play.
is interested.
All right.
I am meditating.
You're meditating. I'm
Yes,
not going to
yeah,
say that we're actually going to roll for this, that we might do that on another time. But I like this as a pet that we're establishing. Playing cards is one of the pastimes that this ship is going to do. So,
Mhm.
so
Just to let you guys know, it's going to take a lot, unfortunately, but this is just Draylen's character. It will take a lot to draw him out to where he will be friendly with anyone. So
It's a good
he's going to be more a loner and not want to engage people. He's not very big on trusting, so it will take a while for him to get to know everyone and trust everyone and be comfortable being around everybody. So,
do we want to see what the...
No rush.
Say again? You kind of blanked there. Your voice got
who are you
covered up.
talking? Who are you talking to?
Oh.
Oh.
To,
Cat.
yeah. Sorry, I'll have to cut
Me?
that out. Yeah, your voice kind of got drowned out.
Oh, I said that'll come with time. No rush.
So, we're going to say, because he was nervous, Zan played very conservatively.
You're still holding back your punches, old friend.
And he looks at you and goes, shush, 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 shush. And like, again, I'm trying to make a good impression here. So, but I don't want to take everybody's money. But anyway. And in a weird twist, he loses for some reason, which that is very unusual.
Hmm.
Oh.
No comment.
So, but all right. So after a couple of games, he goes, "All right, well, I think we're getting close enough that I need to kind of go back and watch things. So you guys continue to enjoy, I guess. I'll let you know when we're landing." And he goes,
Sounds good.
So, and with that, doesn't take too much longer. And again, you feel that sudden bit of shift in momentum as you come out of hyperspace. And yeah, just the slight. It's not a lot, just the slightest bit. And most people don't pick up on it, save for people who have been traveling through space on a pretty regular basis. And at this point, if anyone wants to look out any of the windows, you would see the mostly green with slight patches of blue, big marble of Kashyyyk in the firmament as you're approaching, and it's getting bigger and bigger as the ship continues to fly in. And for our Force users, you suddenly feel as the ship, even if you're not meditating, you suddenly feel as the ship comes out of hyperspace, wild, and if verdant could be a feeling, life, and this centered well of it right outside the ship. There's something about Kashyyyk specifically and how the people there work with nature to live in nature that fosters nature in and of itself. And this place is filled with plant life, filled with wildlife. There is a wildness, an untamedness to Kashyyyk. And yet, for those who know, the Wookiees are some of the most technologically advanced species in all of the galaxy. But yet, this place just... Coruscant, you feel life coming off of that as well, but it's It's the busy industrial, kind of like the ship you just left, the bigger ship that you just left, that mechanized humanoid life. But this is nature being allowed to be what nature is, and to grow where it wants to grow, to move as it wants to move, and a bit of harmony here, but at the same time that you can feel the danger of just nature being what it is coming off of this planet. And as you approach,
and in the midst of all of this, because Draylen is meditating, he feels through all of that, he feels what would be described as a beacon of darkness.
Yes. Yeah, and I was going to mention that.
Like a lighthouse, pulsing.
And for our light users, what it would feel like to you is there is a scar in the middle of all this. A well of something other. Something bent. Everything else is kind of the ebb and flow of life. There is a sense. You sense something of life. You sense something of the Force. But it is twisted. It is inverted. It is contrary to the flow and movement of the rest of what you're sensing off of this planet. So, and it is dark. And all of these things, as you approach the planet, all of these senses start getting stronger and stronger, almost to the point, especially the amount of life. It's almost sort of like when you hear white noise long enough that it just disappears. It kind of, at first, it's overwhelming. You can't help but sense it. But over time, it starts to just kind of be your senses accept it as this is reality right now, and it stops becoming something that's just pressing in on you. It's just there. So, but as you get there, that scar, you're not going further away from it. You're getting closer and closer and closer to it, to where you feel like you're not too far away. Is anyone still looking out the window as we approach?
Yes.
Okay.
Nemo's headed back to the window.
So, as we approach, what you see, apparently where y'all are heading on the planet, is in the morning hours of the planet. And you see all the trees, a bunch of trees, but standing above the rest is this ancient... sorry, I need to get to another document. This ancient Wroshyr Tree. And some of these other trees, they've got huge trunks, but they're like, if I were to describe them to our modern concepts, or our concepts in reality, they're more, most of the trees are more akin to, like, take a pine tree and just make it really, 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 really big. You know, that central stalk with huge branches coming off. The Wroshyr tree, on the other hand, the trunk it has big boughs, but I would say it's more bushy at the top. The leaves and so on don't really go down the trunk so much as it extends out from the top. So these big boughs, and the trunk itself is a more rotund, if I were to put it, a more rotund trunk than some of the other trees that you're seeing. Humongous. And as you're approaching, you notice there's no leaves on these boughs. It is just branches. And as you're flying, you start seeing glistening shines and bits of metal. And as you start to descend, you see basically business buildings small skyscraper level buildings built into the boughs of this tree. And you see that there is a massive dock, a shipyard, basically, of docking pads that are laid out. And these aren't small docking pads. These are big. And what you're seeing, too, is what you're approaching, you have nature. And it's interesting. This tree stands out, too, because it almost... the rest of the trees have that brown, sap-filled look to them. This one has a gray coloration to it that is unusual. And from what you've understood about the calcification, you're assuming that that's what you're seeing. That this is a dead one of these trees. This is a calcified, basically a self-imposed what's it? Man, I'm words, man. What is it when a tree turns to rock?
Petrification?
Yes. A tree that actually petrified itself because it was taking in minerals too hard and heavy. And it actually basically turned itself into this combo of stone and organic material. But these pads are not small. This tree is towering over humongous trees. These trees are humongous, but this one's towering over those. Its boughs overhang the rest of these trees that are huge, but it's dwarfing them. And as you approach, and it again, what you see is pristine. It's luxury. The landing pads themselves are actually what you see are made possibly of a deeper core of this tree. So you have basically these slats that are this deep rosy red, but with like gray shot through them, and it's polished. And this is where a ship lands. And so you watch as this landing pad approaches. You see as Zan expertly brings it in and just lightly puts this huge YT series ship down on one of these pads. And you see out from the window, again, what you can assume is corporate buildings and possibly maybe a hotel, but all of them like luxury level buildings built into the boughs of this tree. And you hear footsteps as Zan comes down from the cockpit. He's like, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. You guys can depart. Please remember your pads, your work uniforms, all those things. Remember your stories as to why you're here. I'm just delivering workers. Apparently they need new workers. So, you guys ready? You got your stories straight as to what you're doing here?"
Yes, but for those who might not remember, can you give us a refresher, please?
All right, from what I understand, from what I read out of the little dossier thing, your new recruits who are to be taken down to the lower levels of the mining operation because they need more workers. Now, at the same time, your specialists, there's some things that apparently have been broken and messed with. You're going down there to fix them because you've been brought in by the company to do on that. So you're not your everyday miner. You are all specialists that have been brought in specifically by this guy Jid has requested for some new specialists. Actually, there's someone else named Gloom that he might say hi to you guys. Someone who's over the section you're going to. But I don't know a lot about that. Jid was supposed to fill you in on that, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's Jid hired you guys or Gloom hired you guys, and he's just your liaison. Let's go with that. That feels like that's probably more the cover. So, yeah. You are new recruits. And apparently, most people don't get in uniform like you are until they get down into the mines. That's why you've got the little patches, the lanyards. That's to show that you're okay to be in the residential area, heading toward where you're headed. Because that I think the idea is that the cover is that you had some work to do in the upper levels before heading back down to the mining level. So anyway,
do we know where we're headed? I mean, do we have a guide or?
My understanding is one of the practices here is they give everybody a map to the facility, so you'll be getting one of those. That's, from what I understand, a standard practice. So where you're supposed to be headed is the Spore. What was it? The Spore-Walk Cantina. So once you get your map, try to locate that and start heading in that direction. It should guide you. But anyway, so we good? We got our cover story. You're here to do some specialty work on things that have been broken down in the lower levels.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you, Zan.
All
Yes,
right.
thank you.
All right, and again, these Jedi's and such, your little fancy sword things, you probably want to hide those inside the suit. Any other equipment, you want to hide it under there. But yeah.
Tell me again what the name of the tavern is.
That is the Spore-Walk Cantina.
And
Not the
spore
prancing pony.
As in, like, fungus
Mushroom.
spore?
Yeah, it's actually above table. It's there's portions of this city that are actually built, once again, it's kind of copying nature. There's stuff built into the tree where they've mined, and then they had like hollow areas, so they built residents inside of this tree where they made void areas. But there's also buildings built along the outer surface of the tree that they modeled after the fungi that grow along the side of trees. So this is one of those buildings.
Spore-Walk, as in
Spore-Walk.
W-A-L-K?
Yeah.
Is that all one word or two words?
Spore-Walk.
Okay.
So, the Spore-Walk Cantina. And I will say,
How does
you did read...
walk?
Huh?
Chuck,
How does this... I think the idea is like it's to give the idea of like a promenade dish kind of thing.
We just gotta walk find the walking spores.
Walk as in
Cantina,
W.
right?
Okay.
Huh? Say again?
Never mind.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
So let's go to the walk, y'all.
The walk.
It's
One thing that
inside
you read
the
in
tree.
one thing that you read in the dossier is this cantina again is kind of a middle ground. That again, normally there's kind of this separation between the mining area and the residential area. Most people basically, you go down into a locker area, get suited up for work, go down to the mining. You come back, there's showers, cleanup areas, a locker for your work supplies. You get changed there, shower, and get back into civilian clothes. Go to the residential area. This cantina is an exception. As long as you basically can say, I'm headed to the cantina, you can stay in work uniform and just head right to the cantina. Because the idea is the company understands that people sometimes need to just kind of unwind before anything else. So, after having
So
a
the
long
trick to never have
shift.
to. So the trick to never have to bathe or change your clothes is
Just go right to
spend
this
the whole
cantina.
time in the-
Yeah, but you can't. Again, there's information in your dossier. You can't leave the cantina and just start walking around in your uniform without a work pass in the residential area, or else you'll actually get stopped. And you are told that basically one of the things you have to look out for, because you're in work clothes, is that's actually a kind of a no-no. There's this understood that when you're in the residential, you need to be dressed and ready to be in the residential. If you're working, you need to be working unless you have a work pass.
But we have a work pass.
Which you do have a work pass, yes.
Okay.
So, but just wandering around, even with a work pass, will be a bit suspicious. So, anyway. So
Okay,
he's like, all right, you guys ready to go?
let's go.
I
Yes.
guess so.
See you so later.
One of the hatches extends its little bridge down to the landing pad, and I will ask, who is taking the lead moving out of the ship?
I'll go.
Okay. Let me get to a certain spot. Let's see. All right. And what you see actually, as you walk out, you see scrawled across one of the edges of one of the platforms is in common, or in not in common. That's D&D. In basic, Amber Landing. That basically where you've landed is, it has the title Amber Landing. And as you walk out, you see like these hover droids grabbing different things, moving different stuff. It's a busy area. There's other ships landing, taking off, and different things being loaded and unloaded. And you see these different individuals who are walking, data pads approaching different ships that are landing. And as you land, you see this one individual close to you guys. Actually, it seemed that they were kind of waiting for your ship to land. And you see just gonna say light purple. A light purple skinned Twi'lek female in what looks to be almost a business type suit, but very well made. There's definitely some silks going on in this this uniform, and she has a droid next to her that looks pretty big and intimidating, but she
Oh, it's my camera.
approaches you guys and goes, well, hello, welcome to Ouro-Vora mining outpost. Welcome to Canopy-Core Holdings. If you would, I am your intake liaison. My name is Keel'taka, and I will be the one basically entering you into the system and getting you guys ready to go. It's a delight to have new workers. It's so good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Nice to be here. Excited to work
Hello.
as new workers.
I would like everyone to do an insight check.
Oh, I have to get dice out now. It's
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah.
Where's that?
Insight check.
Come on.
Where is that button?
18.
Isn't that just a D20?
Insight would be
Yes.
your, let's see, wisdom
D20
score.
plus whatever your
Unless
modifier.
you
I
have,
have
like,
no modifiers.
let's see.
18.
18?
Oh,
Okay. Okay.
Ah, there it is.
Okay. Yes, okay.
Okay.
That, one second. Let's see. Oh, 18. Okay.
I
a lot.
have proficiency in insight.
All right.
I got a 22.
Okay, so we got a 22. We got an 18.
Draylon has a 15.
Okay.
9.
What was yours again, Kat?
18.
18. So 2 18s. Okay. Fred, how about you?
9.
9.
Yeah.
You don't know. This place looks awesome.
Exactly. Oh, this looks amazing.
Yeah, you have this. This is a big change from where you came from, Rin.
So you said D20, right?
D20 plus your
Oh, plus proficiency.
yeah. Well,
Plus your
If you
insight
have it.
bonus,
plus your insight bonus if you're proficient.
which is under your wisdom
Okay.
section.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just a 17.
17. All right.
So let me ask you a question. If we have proficiency in insight, does that mean we get to what does that actually mean?
That means you take your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency
Proficiency
bonus
bonus.
and put them all together.
Oh. Then
That
my
should be a plus
number
3.
is the number I gave you is not correct then.
Okay.
Uh,
Should be plus 3.
yeah. So I have an 18.
18. We got a lot of 18s on the board.
Yeah.
Thing is,
I got
those
22.
18s, this woman, she is very polite and seems to have a lot of company spirit. Mimo.
He also got an 18, huh? Yeah.
Mimo.
Yes. Yes.
You pick up something a little more. That
He's
smile.
an alien.
That smile is on a little tight. It's a little forced, but
Forced.
man, she's good at it.
What is she
She's-
feeling though? Because I have
Oh, that's right.
that
you do.
extra thing.
There is a practice. You feel this. How would I put that? You feel this jovialness, this peppy bubbliness. It's there, but it's practiced. This is her job. This is what she does. It's there, but it's like you can if it was you could pass your hand through it. And what's underneath, what you're catching underneath that, is there's actually panic.
She's a clown, but she's out of uniform.
There's an undercurrent of something has this person on edge. All right. Well, again, it is so good to have new workers. It's good to see that the company is trying to bolster what we're doing here. So, if you would, I would like your credentials, please, so that I can get you checked in. So,
Mimo
Yeah,
says he's a hardworking miner, and he hands his credentials.
oh, of course, all of the workers at Canopy-Core are hardworking miners. That's what we're good at. Save for the people that help the hardworking miners, like myself. All right. Well, let me take a look at this. So let's see. We're going to do a bit of a roll. I'm gonna need some paper. I'm going to say that she's going to have advantage on this. Okay. All right. So I didn't account for that. All right. I need everyone to do a deception roll.
And
Ooh.
deception. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the button.
What?
Son.
Huh?
Son.
What? I'm not. Huh?
I'm not the only one who got it.
What?
No, I got 7. I just did 3.
Oh, 7. Oh.
I
You
got,
got
3.
3.
Yes. Hey, somebody else understood. Somebody understood what I said.
25.
I have something
25?
called.
Yeah, plus 6 deception.
Wait.
Right?
Wow, and a high roll.
You got.
I got a
I got
19.
A 19?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, mine is
That'll do it.
22. 22.
I'm gonna tell you guys what happened here, though. Those high rolls would have been great if what happened didn't just happen. She got a nat 20.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
let me read. So my cast emotion has an extra thing to it. The one
Okay.
that checks emotion says before any social encounter during negotiations, when you suspect deception, this is your empathic background feature as a castable power.
Okay.
Is constantly used constantly. So it's basically whenever we encounter someone, and so we did that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says it lasts for 10 minutes. It says concentration for 10 minutes to sense surface emotions of every creature within 30 feet. Fear, joy, hostility, grief, and deception.
Mm-hmm.
No thoughts, just feelings. Requires no save for targets. Spend 1 force power, which I already did. Begin. So basically, if I just cast, it says I can roll inside. It's got a d20, so basically, I can roll on this, and it's my deception counter.
Okay.
So, do I just roll it like a deception then?
Oh,
I don't know how that
it
works.
helps you deceive?
I
Is that the
cast
idea?
It helps me detect deception. Is that what
Oh.
we're talking
I
about?
mean,
Or is...
you detect that she's hiding something.
Okay.
Deception. She's not deceiving you
Is what
directly.
we're rolling for based on our cards? Are we deceiving her right now?
Yes.
That's what I wasn't sure of. Oh, okay.
This you're trying to pass off and hope that she doesn't pick up on the fact that these are forged credentials.
Mm.
And she
I
just so
did
happened
not
to get a
do very
natural
well.
20.
And she got a nat
She
20.
rolled a nat 20.
Yeah. And she goes, "Oh, well, looky here. Oh, I'm sorry. T4,
We're about
can you
to go
come
to
here,
prison.
please?" And the droid walks up and she goes, "I'm sorry to say, there seems to be a little bit of a discrepancy in these paperwork. Can you explain that?"
Oh.
What do you mean?
Well, there's... When I pass this through the system, I'm getting a flag that this is an old form that we used to use, but we've moved away from this years ago. Why would that be?
Lisa don't know.
Uh-huh.
Lisa machine must be broken. I don't know.
Can
Lisa
I use
handed this to us when we got the job.
Can I use affect mind
Go
on
for it.
on her to handle
Tell me what it does. If I have to roll anything.
Okay, it says your free social opener.
Mhm.
Used before powerful mind or coerced mind, which I haven't used. So, to soften a target. This is also a prerequisite for coerced mind. You must have it known. Use that power. I do. Target makes CHA save DC 16. I don't know what that means. On fail,
Charisma.
Well, now that's important. What was it? Say again.
Charisma, right?
CHA.
That's charisma.
Save
Charisma
DC
save.
Mm-hmm.
Charisma save.
Yeah,
DC what?
Charisma save DC 16.
Okay, 1 second. I didn't put down what save she's proficient at. All right, we're gonna go with
Classic D&D. We're hung up at the first
Yeah,
obstacle.
we'll just go with that number. Oh.
And what do I do to use?
She did not pass the DC.
Okay.
Ooh,
So.
nice.
And I
So
real quick,
what'll
I'm gonna do
happen?
another. I'm gonna do another roll real quick. Hold on. Rolled against the dice were not in your favor, and suddenly it's shifted. So I was rolling to see if she pushed a button before you could do that. She did not.
Okay.
Nice.
She was about to flag your documents in the system.
Oh. Let's see.
As a DM, I really shouldn't reveal all that. I should just be like, okay, we're good. But anyway.
Interesting. So I also rolled a 15. Does that make any difference?
Okay, so read the whole
If
thing.
it's a
I did not beat the DC 7. What was it? It
Mhm.
was
The
17?
DC 16.
16.
Yeah.
I definitely did. I rolled a. What did I roll? I rolled a 7. So,
Mhm.
yeah, no.
So then it says step-by-step instructions. It's got a little section for me.
All right, so
Choose
what
a
are we doing
creature
to this?
within range.
It's her.
So that's her, yeah. They roll what you did, the charisma save versus DC 16. Then 3 on failed charm for 1 round. So you failed, right?
Mm-hmm. Now I'm charmed.
Okay, use this window to immediately fire powerful mind or coerce mind with a target off guard. But I'm not really wanting to attack her, unless maybe
she's
that's what coerce mind is. Is that
charmed.
what it is?
Well, read the other one.
Coerce mind. Let me go to coerce mind. Where is that one? Oh, there it is. Coerce mind. So then, your premier social control tool. Use it to make a creature follow a specific instruction for up to 8 hours. Wow. Also, the automatic follow-up to powerful mind archetype at no force point cost. What it does, target makes a wisdom save D16 on fail. They follow a reasonable verbal suggestion for up to 8 hours. Won't harm themselves. Ends if you or your allies harm them. Spend 2 force points or via powerful mind. State the suggestion 1 to 2 sentences phrased reasonably. 3 target rolls wisdom save. That's the one that we just mentioned. On fail, they pursue the course for 8 hours. 5 maintain concentration. So
All right. So,
I guess I have to get one more chance to fight it. You could do a wisdom save DC 16.
Well,
Is that
she's
what
already
that
she's
means?
already charmed. So the idea is that she rolls at disadvantage, to resist, like being charmed by you, or like.
But now
when
I
you-
get to tell her what to do, right? If I do
Yeah,
this,
I would
if
say
do
I would
this
say
next thing?
just don't do the first thing. Do the coerce mind thing. Just go for that, and we'll just say that it's the same roll, and she failed the roll. So you can give her an instruction that she will follow. Does it say anything about what happens when it wears off?
Let me see. 8 hours won't harm, so ends if you or your allies harm them. Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope.
Classic D&D is when something like that wears off, the person's ticked off that they got coerced because they know that they've been coerced. But yeah, let's say that you did that one, spend the points for it, and you get to give her a command.
Take us to your leader.
What?
Right.
Takes to your
Is
balls.
that really? Is
Why?
that really? Is that really? Is that really what you want to do?
That's gonna get us so in trouble.
What do I
She
do,
doesn't
guys? What
believe
do I
us.
do? I don't know. I've never done this before.
Tell her to believe us.
Yeah,
Or at
she's.
least to take us to
You need
Spore-Walk
to
Cantina.
tell her. You need to tell her that she recognizes all the paperwork as
Oh,
being
yes.
legitimate.
That sounds like a plan. All right. So I'll say it firmly and straight-faced. Everything is fine. The paperwork is perfect. Thank you.
And she goes, she kind of goes a little blank face there for a bit, and then goes, "Oh, you know what? You're right. Even though these documents have been out of use for a while, there've been a few workers who've used these lately, and they've been legit. Oh yeah, sure. Oh no, you're fine. Well, sorry for bothering you. I don't know what that was. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Go ahead and go through. I assume you know, with how you're dressed, that you know where you're supposed to be headed. It looks here like you're headed to Mining Station 9 to do some specialty work on some broken machinery down there. All right. Oh, that reminds me. I'm so sorry. I got flustered with this paperwork. I'm sorry. And she hands you little paper pamphlets with a map of the city. And she actually, if one of you unfolds it, she kind of points and goes, so here's where you're going to want to go to, you're going to have to go through the Marrow wards, the residential area, to get to the transport that you're wanting to get down to Bay 9. But anyway, you have a good day. We're so happy to have you as part of the family. And there's riches to be made. So you have a good day. And she presses something, which passes your documentation, and she moves on.
Nice.
Yay!
You see on there, if anyone analyzes it, yes, that worked very well. Yeah, that was going to get bad if someone didn't do something, so good work.
Remind me what level our characters are.
I was actually having a hard
6,
time
I think?
remembering. Yeah, I was thinking 6.
I thought it was 6.
It's 6.
Okay.
6.
Anyway, if you look at the map, this top area, again, is known as Amber Landing. What you see that's like actually pointed out is something called the Ivory Spire. You get from the little description under it that this is basically the main, this is the business offices of the owners of this operation. You have Solist's Reach Hotel, which has a little blurb off to the side that it features artificial geothermal springs, like a luxury hotel. You have another place called the Zenith Lounge. It's a, again, high tier, very luxury cocktail bar. There's a little blurb on there about how this is an excellent place for businessmen to have meetings and discuss different business ventures. You notice that some of these ships that are landing, you know, they're from other trade organizations, and so this place is also used sometimes for business that takes place that is adjacent to this. But yeah, they provide a place for these very wealthy businessmen to have their meetings. And then you have the Tactical Intake Bureau, and you see that this is overlooking the landing pads, and you see that that little interaction, as interesting as it was, you see a figure standing in one of the windows looking down at you guys with a little bit of focus. But he doesn't move. It's a you notice it's a male human in security garb. Whatever that was got his attention, but he's not moving from his window, so.
What is he feeling?
He's too far away for you to feel that.
Oh man.
He is stories up in the air compared to you guys, so.
Okay.
And then you see basically a junction point that starts to lead down into what is known as the Marrow wards, or the residential area, and that's another little leaf in the little pamphlet that you have. It talks about that's where residential is. That's where there's a bazaar down there of shops and so on. It boasts the fact that they actually sell pretty high-tech stuff different high-tech devices down there if you're interested in that kind of thing. And then you see the pathway to the Spore-Walk Cantina. So
Let's go to the cantina, y'all.
all
We
right,
know
so
where we
you,
belong.
To the objective.
you start heading
Sure.
down into the marrow wards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. This page layout I did is weird. I'm getting confused where I am. Okay, there's Keel'taka. Okay. You also, yeah, you see in that one part about the marrow wards, there's the Hollow Market, which is the bazaar, and then again the Spore-Walk Cantina.
I want to cast Danger Sense as we're entering into the cantina.
What does Danger Sense do in this particular case?
Before entering a room, taking a route, opening a chest, accepting a deal, or making any decision where you suspect danger, this is your between encounter stouting power. It costs nothing in combat terms and gives your DM facing precognition a mechanical backbone. I don't know what that means. Perfect your way of the seer identity. Spend 2 force points as a bonus action, so I guess I could have a bonus if I want to. The DM must choose one of 3 honest answers: peace, has in quotes, safe; danger, in quotes, risky but perhaps worth it; ruin, in quotes, says certain death or disaster. And then it says the DM cannot lie but may be vague. After your first use per long rest, each additional use has a cumulative 25% chance of returning a neutral result regardless of reality. So I guess after the first use it kind of diminishes its effectiveness. Still not a chance, but anyway. So step by step. First, spend 2 force points for this action. Bonus
I think
action.
I got the
2.
idea.
Describe. Okay.
Yeah.
If you,
So you're
got
wanting
it,
to
then-
know what the threat level is down in the marrow wards.
Yeah. And spending 2 points. Boom,
Right,
boom.
yeah.
Done.
Just want to say, Meemaw is coming in clutch for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Meemaw's the MVP right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Because we totally would not be able to figure this out.
Yeah. All right.
No.
Risky but worth it.
It's funny.
Risky but worth it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, I have a question.
Mhm.
Off the table, unrelated. When are we gonna wrap up the session? Do we know what time?
I was just gonna go until we felt like there was a natural stopping point, or until I ran out of stuff.
Oh, I might have to leave early because I have to go to sleep early. I have work tomorrow. I have a
Okay.
part-time job.
How
Wow.
how
Congrats.
How early? 11?
11?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see how far we can get, and then we'll either
If Gam has to just hide somewhere, I mean, I don't know.
we could always call you back
He's
to
a
the ship for
Gungan.
some reason.
He's a Gungan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I will say this: you're not seeing a lot of Gungans here. You stick out.
It's gonna be hard to hide.
Yeah.
I'm a sore
Yeah,
thumb
it's
around
a
here.
There are a few species. The main species you notice, obviously, Wookiees, Sullustan. Those are very prominent. As you start heading into the marrow wards, you start seeing some Rhodians. They seem to be pretty prominent. You noticed in the bow area, there seem to be quite a bit of Twi'leks up there. But there's an occasional others, like an Ithorian here and a few. It's a hodgepodge. There are those that are like the primary species that you'll run into here. Surprisingly, not a lot of humans. There are humans here, but they're kind of sparse in this
How
place.
about Zabrax?
Yes, they're actually not as much as the Wookiees, the Sullustans, or even the Rhodians, but there are Zebrek. a pretty good contingent of Zebrak here. But Gungan, I think you might be the only Gungan.
Wow.
Yeah, this is not your typical place that a Gungan would hang out. So
Well, they kind of do like Naboo quite a bit,
Yeah.
so...
I want to cast Sense Emotion right now. Just costs 1 point, and since we're walking in, I can sense anything going on as we're walking through.
all right.
So,
What you sense is people, your typical focused on their business type stuff, but there is an undercurrent here. People are on edge. Something's not quite right.
tell me which creature's the worst.
Dude, you're like completely messing my stuff up, man. First, I'm going to make
reading what it says on here.
First, I'm going to have you do a bit of a roll, okay, to see if we perceive the person that would have what you just described.
All right, insight. I got 14. A little low, but okay.
Anyway, I was going to have you guys do a group check, but he's kind of just like leading the way here, and his sensing abilities are kind of bypassing this. All right. Insight. Well, no, okay. Insight, no. In this particular case, insight is you just... I would say you already have an amplified insight of the fact of, like, everyone's tense. I would like more of a perception roll.
Okay. All right. Looking for it. Where's my perception button?
Or investigation, but in perception probably.
Oh, let's do a search.
Because you're just kind of looking around.
Perception.
Well, because Nemo is more trained in these specific areas, he has heightened abilities in this area. But I would think that my character and Gandalf's character, Kuros, we would also be sensing things in here. Maybe not as keenly as...
Right. I would say that everything does feel a little tense for you guys, but the he's picking up, no, it's more than that. There is an unspoken something right now. So...
I'm still looking for the button. Keep talking.
Well, I mean...
Where is it? I know I've seen it before. I had insight right there. Why isn't it next to it? Wars, Vietnam.
I thought about the fact, like, I've got some powerful folks. I have an odd feeling they might breeze through all these different little hurdles I've put in here.
As long as we've got Nemo.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't have a button. I don't have a button.
This is why dice
are... I'm just gonna have to do an old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me. How do I do an old-fashioned roll when I don't have dice?
You don't have any. We need to get this guy some dice.
Dude.
Did.
There's lots of places to get dice around this area.
Yeah. That's what I get for trying to program everything. I missed one.
You hear that, you two?
Well, there's
Hanukkah
you go on
options.
Google.
Where you give them a D20 for one night, and then you give them a D12 the next night, and then you give them a percentile dice the next night, and then a D10 the next night.
It's silly.
And
Google has some like free dice rolling.
Yeah, I've seen them. Let me see. Online dice. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Oh, wow.
what'd you get?
I rolled a 19. And
All right.
what is my bonus? I'm not even taking my bonus into account.
All right. So you spot who you see them, and you feel it at the same time that this is the person who is the most on edge, and it's what's known as a pantheran, kind of a cat-like species. He is in security uniform, and he is very much keeping a close eye on everything. And you get the sense that, once again, on the emotional side, this person feels a heavy sense of responsibility and trepidation over something. But he is watching everything very closely.
I'm going to suggest, well, I turn to my colleagues and I say, do you see that character over there? I'm sensing a lot of concentration and focus. He's scanning everything. He's looking into our business, I think. We might want to keep a low profile around that guy.
And with that, I will say, now that you have spotted this individual who seems to be watching everything very closely, you have a choice. You guys can do a group deception check to blend in, a group stealth check to try to just kind of work your way through, or a group performance check, which would also kind of be this idea of basically I have a DC, or I did, oh that's right,
I
the
can
DC
do
is
stuff.
rolling his. You will be basically trying to beat his perception. So, where is his perception?
You said deception, performance, or stuff, right?
Yes.
I
And y'all
I
can
only
discuss
have a chance at spell.
amongst each other on which one
Guys,
you want to
we're
do.
just-
Guys, please, stealth, please. Let's see, perception. Okay, it's wisdom. So.
Stealth, deception. The stealth is better.
Stealth.
Okay.
Once it is.
Yeah, I would.
Because we're doing this all together, do we get advantage?
No.
Dang.
28.
19.
Huh?
19.
28? Is that what you just said?
28.
28. Definitely a success. 19, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay.
Got a 15.
Okay.
12.
12. Okay. Fred.
10. Perception?
No,
Stealth.
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 Oh, okay, yeah, 10.
That 28 was pretty nice.
Yeah.
So as you start walking through, trying to find shadows and different places to walk, to try to stay out of this guy's eye line, he kind of, we're out of his eye line, and you kind of end up butting up against kind of a bit of a wall that you're going to have to go around, and he starts turning in your direction, and he spots you. This group of individuals acting kind of interesting, trying to stick to the walls, and he starts very pointedly heading in your direction.
Oh
Yeah.
no, what do you mean?
And he goes, pardon me. Hello. Good morning to you all. I see you're heading toward the mining. You do understand this is the residential area, and we've got a lot going on right now. And to tell the truth, I know the people in this ward. I don't recognize your faces. Who are you? And why aren't you down in the mines? You do understand that this is... We got a lot going on. You do understand that, right? That
Yes,
We're new recruits. We just arrived.
we just
new
arrived.
recruits.
Very new.
And he pulls up.
And we're on our way to the Spore-Walk Cantina.
Okay. Typically, that's somewhere you go after work. This is very odd. And he pulls up what would have been flagged papers if someone didn't pull off a really good thing. Goes, okay, so that's in order. I assume that you've got workers' pass to be here?
Yes.
Yes, we show our passes.
All right. All right. Now, let's see.
And I don't hold
No.
mine up for very long. I kind of like
Right,
flash
you flash it. All right. No, he goes, that's nice. Give me one of them, please. Now.
I hand out one of them.
Okay.
Here.
And he inspects it, and he looks at it. And he keeps looking you guys up and down, looking at it, and he's like, those are awfully loose jumpers. What exactly is it that you do? Why have you been brought in?
We're specialists.
Specialists. Where are you headed? What
To the mining facilities.
I think it was called Pad 9, I think it was.
Pad 9. Oh, that tracks. Of course, Pad 9. Fresh faces going to Pad 9? Really?
Yes, because we're specialists. We deal with equipment and so on.
Are you aware that
does
we're
malfunction.
dealing with a lockdown because of Pad 9?
Really?
No, nobody told us that. No, I didn't hear that.
Uh-huh. And that's all we need. We need, sure, someone bringing in extra muscle for the strike. That's what we need. Great. All right, let me look at this. And I need you to do both a group deception and a group sleight of hand.
Oh.
We're doing the deception first.
Yes.
17 for deception.
Let me calculate something real quick, though.
Oh.
Okay, 17 for deception. Okay.
Dirty 20 for sleight of hand.
Okay. Who else?
8 on
So-
deception.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a +6.
Me
so I got a
too.
2.
8 on deception.
And on deception.
I got
I got a
6
2.
on.
Okay.
I got a 6
Okay.
on deception.
6 on
I
deception.
think I might
Okay.
have to do a coerce mind on this guy, y'all.
Yeah. Nemo, please help us.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Oh, let's just do deception real quick. What all did we get?
Okay.
8.
8.
8.
I got a 5.
2.
I'm gonna say we're gonna call it. He looks at this and goes, you know, this looks very similar to our pass, but I've been looking at these passes for years. You need to tell your forgers to get their font right.
I think I'm gonna cast coerce mind about now.
Okay.
Dang it! Who gave us our passes? This has failed us twice
Some
now.
loser forger. Come on now.
Yeah,
This causes so many issues.
When we come back, we gotta get them fired. Or something.
Yeah, we gotta fire that guy.
Yeah, if you need to talk to your boss and be like, whoever made that sucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if we had done sleight of hand,
Mm-hmm.
I would have gotten a 23 on that.
Great. But y'all didn't get past the
Oh.
deception, so
Oh, it was deception first and then sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
so
All right. I got a so I concentration. I got a 24 on that one, and now I got a. Where does the button go?
thing is, you said there was a DC 16, right? For me. Against you.
Yes. Yes.
And it's a charisma?
Yes.
Okay. Just straight charisma. All right. All right. This guy's definitely aggressive. There's something going on. He is being very harsh with you, and suddenly he there for a moment, turns into a drooling, like, yeah. And then looks at you and goes, you know, I don't know why I'm giving you a hard time. What do you need? And you can give that command to him.
You need to let us go on our way. And you have a nice day. Why don't you stay and drink for a few hours and then go to bed?
You don't want to sell me death sticks. I don't want to sell you this.
You just told an
You want to
officer
go home
who's
and
on duty.
rethink your life.
You told an
I want
officer
to
who's
go home
on
and
duty,
rethink my life.
and not just that, the leader of the officers of the Marrow Ward, to go drink while on the job.
Yes. Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah, that's not going to have any ramifications at all. He
I want
goes.
to go home and rethink my life.
He goes. Yeah, you know, I haven't been this stressed in a long time. You know, I've got a bottle of some Sulliston wine that I bought in the office. Yeah. And he just wanders off in a direction that you assume is toward the where he works.
Thank you, Mimo. Thank you.
Yay, Mimo!
I'm
Yes.
reading the story.
I look at Mimo and I go, "Are you sure that was the right thing to do?"
I don't know, man.
I look at Mimo and I have tears in my eyes.
I was about to cast Force, Blind, and Deafen.
I was about to pull out my pocket stand.
Oh.
It was about to go down.
Oh, you need to thank Mimo for stepping in like he did. That would have been. I don't even have stats for those guys. You weren't. That was just supposed to be a. Oh wow, and the whole idea is you're supposed to actually you're not supposed to make waves. You're trying to do this as silent as. So if you got in a fight,
It's all
that would
because
not
of that forger. What was that forger doing?
Exactly.
y'all's rolls, man. Their rolls too. Unfortunately, their rolls. I got a nat 20,
Their rolls were
and
high.
I will tell you, what he got on his roll was 21. You were trying to beat a 21.
Oh, wow.
Now it wasn't a nat 20.
21?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got a high insight though. He's a cop. So.
Yeah.
But I got a 15, which made it up to 21. So. I got right down the middle, or a little above the middle. So yeah. The dice were saying, nope, it's gonna be hard. So, all right. So
Good.
you.
So we just keep going.
Yeah, you are able to make your way
To the cantina.
To the cantina.
Nice.
So, you enter the cantina. Beautiful layout. There is a elegance to this place. The sloping part of the, once again, it's modeled after like those shelf mushrooms on a tree. So it's got this sloping ceiling effect that is all glass, to where you can actually see out into the forested area. And it's actually getting to the place where you're getting kind of the heavier shadows from the big trees, because you're actually on the trunk of the tree. So you're actually getting those deep shadows. So you have this stark contrast between sunlight and deep shadow that you're looking out over. It's a beautiful sight, actually. And as you enter in, it's kind of early in the day. It's morning, so not a lot of people here. A couple of people at the bar. You see that there's a Rhodian who is keeping the bar. Let's see, where is that? Where is that? There he goes. No, that's not it. Anyway, I do believe he's Rhodian. Don't know where that went. Oh, yes.
Does he have a
Rhodian.
name? Does he have a name?
Yes, but you'd have to ask. So.
Oh.
But.
I'm gonna cast the danger thing again. Danger sense. Got 2 points. As we're walking into the room.
Um.
So peace, danger, or ruin.
Peace, actually.
Now this is the second time I cast it, so there's a 25% chance that it doesn't do anything.
Well, how's that work?
I don't know how you. I don't know. Let me read it. So it says, spend 2 force points. Describe the specific course of action you're asking about. Be precise entering through the front door. So we're entering through the front entrance. Entering this building. I guess that works too. DM answers peace, danger, or ruin. Interpret the answer. Danger doesn't mean don't go. It means go carefully. No dice for the power itself. If the DM needs to check for the neutral result, second plus use per long rest. Roll D100. What is it, D100?
I'll
D100.
have one of those.
It's a very big ball.
Okay, D100 on 0, 1 to 25, it returns neutral regardless. I don't know what that means.
I don't have
Roll
a D100.
D100.
I can't.
I don't
roll
think
that.
any of us do.
Do we need all that?
I mean, if he's got this power, apparently,
I guess you gotta search it out.
yeah.
There's a website
Yeah,
for
hey,
everything.
I'll let you roll that, man.
Let me see.
Because I do physical stuff. I don't do digital.
100 apply. So okay, how do I roll it then? Clear and then hit that. Apply. No, it didn't roll.
Rolling.
No, it's not doing. I don't think they've developed this right. It's not doing it.
I have a dice app on my phone, but I can't remember the name.
Is it in
of
small
I don't
print?
use it.
It's on
Check
Google.
if it's anywhere, like a small gray number somewhere.
There's this random number generator too, where you can just be like, "Give me a number from 1 to 100."
Yeah. Okay.
It's technically the same thing as a dice roll.
Yeah, you're right. I got a 27.
27.
Which is above
Out of
25.
100.
That's true.
You don't get just neutral. Peace.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Nice.
We're
So
good.
yeah,
Let's walk in.
you walk in. Not a lot of people here. Guy behind the counter is like, "Oh, welcome. Glad to see some more faces." Kind of. It's interesting that you're coming in through that door, considering you're in work uniform. But whatever. Paying customers are paying customers, right? So. But
We're new here, so we don't really know
Yeah,
all
who's
the
you?
customs and ways of doing
We're
things.
so-
Forgive us.
all right.
Oh, we know
well,
how to
just
drink.
new.
We just.
No,
Um,
we're
We send you to life.
exactly.
We what? We bring you to life? Is that what you just said?
We're-
No, we send you to life.
All right. Well, welcome, I suppose. Most likely, this is going to be a place that you visit often. This is kind of where everyone hangs out after working. So, anyway, make yourself at home. And you notice off in a corner.
Is there a more appropriate door to go through?
Well, typically, this is the door that leads to the residential area. People are normally in residential clothes coming through here. And he kind of nods off to a door on the opposite side of the bar. And he's like, that's the door coming from the locker area. So that typically, when you see someone in work uniform, that's typically where they're coming from. It's just a little odd. That's all. But, anyway, I don't care. But
Well, we
as long as-
literally just got here, so
all right.
Should we
we just got off a ship.
should we so not have worn our work uniforms through the residential area?
You got a worker's pass?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, you should be good. It's just a little weird. That's all. Most people who do have a worker pass aren't stopping by the bar. They're going about work, getting done with it, and getting back down in the mine. So the fact that you're
Well-
stopping by here is a little odd, but whatever.
We saw a guy go on break. Just past here. He left. Oh, I don't know what's happening there.
A guy. There's a lot of guys here.
Some. He sounded important. He wanted us to do something.
Oh,
What he
are you,
wanted.
ta-
Okay.
are you talking about the Panthera or whoever? I think he went to drink at home.
Oh, that must be really bad. You guys should probably check on him.
Well,
he's a
on him, there's a lot of
bartender.
hymns. I still haven't been given enough of a description of whoever this is.
Guys, try and remember what he looked like, guys.
No, no.
No,
Misa, do not remember what he looks like. No.
I don't know who he was. He's
Okay.
nobody.
Apparently, all your friends don't know this person that took a break.
that-
Why are you telling me this? I don't.
We still need to get to work. Focus.
Okay.
Yes, it sounds like we need to go to work.
All right. And
All
while
right.
you're talking to the bartender, you hear a behind you.
Okay.
Wait, I move out of the way.
And, well, no, behind, like right behind you.
We turn.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And you see a short, squat Sullustan going,
Hmm?
Hi. I take it you're here to talk to me? Not the bartender? You're the specialists that were
are you
brought
evil?
in?
Yes.
Yeah.
These
We're
are
the
the
specialists.
specialists.
Oh.
Nice to meet you. I'm Duljid.
Okay.
I don't know if...
Okay.
come with me. Let's. I got a table. And he takes you off to a corner. And you can see he is like actively perspiring, which is saying something. Because this is a species that comes from a lava planet. And he is actively sweating.
We,
So,
above table.
He is,
Wow.
he,
We could
he is
have
very
heart attack.
nervous.
yes. And he sits, he all gets down and he's like, okay. We've got a bit of a problem.
You
Yeah.
Don't say.
You said don't
Ah.
say.
I mean, there's why I called called you guys. There was the original thing. That was a problem. But since then, there's a new problem that we're gonna have to deal with. Unfortunately, there's been a strike down in Mining Pad 9, and the lift I was going to take you through has been shut down by the strikers. And this is unprecedented. We've never had anything like this in this company. This is new. Frankly, most everyone is freaking out a little bit. They've got things on lockdown. They got that area on lockdown.
That's why we were being grilled.
Everyone's on edge. And everyone's a little. You need to understand something. We actually had, society-wise, everything here was pretty smooth. Things aren't smooth right now. And some mistakes are being made that are pretty big. There's someone who's over me known as Gloon. And he's done a few things that aren't great. How familiar are y'all with Wookiee culture?
I'm not.
Do we make
not
history?
not
checks?
tremendously.
All right. For those who are saying that not tremendously, go ahead and do a lore check for me.
Oh yeah, that's right. And a lore.
Mm-hmm.
7.
Nope. Nope.
Give me just a second here. 17.
Ah.
I got a 14.
Y'all really don't know much about Wookiees.
That's right.
All right, we're looking
This
for
is
DW in Fred.
Oh,
So 17 doesn't cut it.
Oh, hold on.
Oh,
Get-
wait, the other numbers.
I'm trying to get all the rolls.
still have to roll in no Wookiee, and it was like part of my background, I
Okay.
think, and all that.
And yeah, lore was kind of I mean, if it's part of your background to know like Wookiee culture and stuff like that, I might give you
Yeah.
advantage on it. So
Let me see what I got. Roll.
we'll be wrapping it up here after we get the
Give me
breakdown
something good.
from Jid. I think we'll
8.
call it there. Huh? You had much? How much?
8.
8? Oh,
Ugh.
that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Even with advantage?
Yeah.
Aw.
Are you sure you know how to spell Wookiee?
I'm actually going to. All right, Fred.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? What'd you get?
Oh, I got an 11.
Okay. Okay, so y'all
I
say
can
you don't
always
know.
use coerced mind.
Huh?
I could always use coerced mind.
How many?
Anyway, okay,
You don't need
so
it. You don't need it.
when you say y'all don't know much, he goes, okay, well, I know you probably have heard of the species Transition before.
Yes.
And you, the moment Transition is brought up, the names are slipping.
Draylen.
Draylen. You get kind of a sinking feeling of like, oh no, because you are aware that the Transitions have hunted Wookiees before, and they have a whole thing of enslaving Wookiees, hunting them, and selling pelts of Wookiees. Not exactly friends of Wookiees. So, Gloon, fellow Solistan, unfortunately, I hate to claim that, has hired Transition mercenaries to take care of the strike. And needless to say, it has created quite a powder keg down in Bay 9 that we are going to have to figure out how to traverse if we want to go anywhere. Kind of in a we'll make it worse than you did move. The strikers shut down the lift because the lift, their issue, and their issue's kind of valid. We've been losing people down there, and nothing has been done. And instead of addressing it, there's been cover-up, and which I've worked for this business since I was a young man. That's not who we are. But I think they don't. This is out of their depth. Things have gone well. This is the first time that we've had like a bunch of deaths on our hands, and they are trying to get ahead of the perception. That basically the idea is everything's fine. Well, the strikers are basically saying that dishonors their fellow workers and that something needs to be done. Well, Gloon apparently convinced the board that he'd take care of it. And I don't think the board knows that Gloon has basically been covering it up. They don't know that he hired the Transitions. And of course that has the Wookiees just they're foaming at the mouth at this. And it's not he brought in a guy named Vexen, and it's not just him. He's got a group of thugs. And they went down there basically, and it gets cooler because we're actually heading down toward where the sun doesn't reach. They shut down the life support in that bay to try to break it up. There's people starting to starve and freeze down there. And it's coming to a head. Again, most everybody is kind of taking the tact of we just need to get a handle on this instead of actually dealing with it. The Transition thing, though, I'm close to these guys. I know about their culture. Gloon is an idiot who doesn't know squat. All he cares about is money and moving up the chain. And he made something that was bad into extremely worse. And I'm sorry to say, it's really not your mess, but I think you're going to have to be the ones to clean it up if we want to move forward.
It seems that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So there's the thing we came here to
I'm
fix.
still in the call.
tell her that we're wrapping up.
Yeah.
So, so
Alright, guys.
and I would say with that, you have been told, and we're going to kind of pull away from this scene in the cantina that he's basically told you, you've got a mission on top of the mission that you now have to deal with.
That's intense. Yeah.
And the thing is, you've been told that whatever is down there is a threat to the whole of the Republic, and now you got to deal with this. A corporate botched corporate fiasco ready to happen. So
Yep.
I just got to coerce some minds down there.
Yeah. Mimo's about to have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, Mimo.
Anybody else have coerced mind? We'll tag team them.
Nope.
I tried to make
can
social
hide.
encounters that
I
you had
whack
to deal with, and
things.
Mimo went, nah.
Deal with. We were about to get arrested twice
True.
or killed on the spot.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something else. Once again, I share too much as a DM, but hey, whatever. There was actually a possibility there where if you had done certain things with at least Keel'taka, you could have bribed your way past her, but she still would have possibly flagged your documentation. So you would have gotten past her,
Oh, okay.
but you still would have had, like, in the network, there would have been something saying that you guys might be
Right.
suspicious. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
There
sense.
was also-
I think my character is only going to be useful in like fights and like
now
fighting.
that you're learning that there's something that the corporate doesn't want out and is trying to get a handle on before it gets out because of stocks and stuff.
Oh, we have leverage.
What you were sensing, Mimo, of that panic is she's one of the first faces you see for the company. Her job is to present a good face. And she's sitting there going, how much do these people know? How much do they not know?
Right.
And I am supposed, and the way I put it, actually, when I was working, Jim and I helped me build this. I said, I want something that is similar, for those who know Avatar, something that is, there is no war in Bossing Say. And that she kind of has that, like, no, smiles! And that if you had said the
I
right things,
see.
which you didn't, but if you had said the right things, it would have flustered the heck out of her and be like, what have you heard? What are you talking about? No, I don't know what you're talking about. And basically been like, look, go talk to someone else about this. I don't want this heat. And
So there's a lot more intimidation that we could do.
You could have, yeah. But I left it to, like, let's see if they say a buzzword or not. And instead, you just took her mind and made it mush. That's all you did.
That's all we need. Mimo,
Like a
never leave.
charm.
Yep.
It worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
It worked actually very, very well.
How many
So-
times can you do that?
Well, I get to
Until he
redo
runs
it
out of
every
points.
day. Yeah, I just gotta get my points back.
Yep.
Nice.
Force users, man.
So we get a long rest. Oh no, we don't. We're
No.
gonna continue from
It's going to
here
continue,
next
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're not
so I
resting.
will- So
You're
say
going to be... He is taking you down to pad 9.
I gotta write down
And
my
actually, it's
points.
the first section of pad 9 is still in operation. It's the lower levels that are basically been shut down. And yeah, these transitions you're getting from Jid, that these transitions are actually, they've been hired to do a job to break this up, but they are purposely taking the cruelest path to do that and enjoying it.
So we were.
They've been
originally here-
given a pass to hunt in a certain kind of sense Wookiees again.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yikes.
And
That's scary.
yeah, no, Gloon did the wrong thing. And Again,
Have we
Jid lets
met
you know
Gloon
that he thinks that the board doesn't know. That the board is
Hmm.
unaware of this, that Gloon just said, I'll take care of it, and they went, okay, we trust you. And that he's done this, and this particular part of the debacle is being kept from the higher-ups. That if they knew, there might be a little more action taken to basically clean up what Gloon has done. But Gloon is just like, I'll take care of it. And they're like, okay. So,
Okay.
that...
So
Wow.
originally,
I was checking the powers that I had chosen, and I don't have anything where I can like influence someone.
Wow.
It's good
Too
that you
bad.
have a person who is a known negotiator of standoffs. That is
Yeah.
Mimo's wheelhouse.
that is me.
I didn't realize it. But yeah.
This
Yeah.
was his mission.
True.
Actually,
Huh.
I'm going to tell you something else. As I was building this Gemini threw the transitions in there. And it just threw them in there. And I actually told Jim, I was like, you do realize what you just did, right? This is a Wookiee
Very
operation. You put transition, and it was like, it actually went, oh, shoot. That makes this way worse. And I'm like, yes, it does. So, but I was like, but I'm going to roll with it because that is interesting. So,
Very interesting.
Hmm.
Yep.
but
Okay. I'm
Cool
gonna
stuff.
head out.
thank
now.
you guys.
Good night.
That was fun.
Very fun.
Bye. This was very
Yeah, it
fun.
was.
Yeah.
See you later, Gam Gam.
Hopefully we'll start a little
Bye.
faster next time. Of course, now we've gotten pretty
Yeah.
far along. I've got to make some more NPCs. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Bye.
later.
Good
All right,
night.
y'all.
Bye.
Shalom.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right.
Good night.
Of course, with everyone just leaving, that's going to be
Yeah.
Editing.
everyone's leaving quick.
editing is going to be interesting. To my audience, after I get all that edited, see you next time, guys.